Hello, welcome to another episode of Cast Iron Cooking. Today, we will be making sausage and gravy with biscuits. Let's get started. So, the first step inside would be to make the dough for your biscuits. So to start, you're going to mix a few ingredients into a bowl. First, you're going to need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, then you'll need 3 tablespoons of sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, four teaspoons of baking powder, a half teaspoon of cream of tartar, three-quarters of a cup of cold butter, one egg, and 1 cup of whole milk. So your next step would be to mix all the ingredients together using a pastry cutter. You want to cut up the butter into small pieces whilst mixing all the other ingredients. You're going to want to use cold butter. That's the key to making good biscuits. So once you've got the dough all put together, you're going to want to fold it over itself about 10 or so times, like so. Then you're going to want to flatten it out so that it's about half an inch thick. You're going to want to find a hard surface to do this on. Put a little flour down so it doesn't stick to everything. Then, take a little round thing and start cutting out your biscuits. Every time you make one, put it in your Dutch oven. Be sure to line it with parchment paper and maybe even oil the bottom a little bit. Keep doing that until they're all done. Once you're outside and you got some hot coals from your fire, put some underneath and on top of your Dutch oven. Leave that for a while, good while. Check occasionally, and once they're golden brown, they're done. Look at those biscuits. Now that your fire is nice and hot, put your pan on there to preheat it. Then add the pork right to the pan. If your pan isn't already preheated or pre-buttered or oiled, go ahead and add some. But squeeze out the pork into the pan. About 2 packages should be good for what we're making. Spread it out a little bit. You don't want it to stick. After that, add some pepper. And some salt. Then let it cook. So once your sausage is about cooked, it can still be a little pink, doesn't matter. You're going to want to add some flour to it, enough to coat the surface of the pork. You can add a little more or a little less depending on how you like your gravy, but don't be afraid to put it on there. So once the flour has been mixed in well with the pork and it's almost fully cooked, you're going to want to add some milk. Add it right to there. Again, it's up to you how much you add, but I want to get a good amount so it gets some of that flour that's cooked into the pork. Then you cook it some more. Let the milk kind of boil off a little bit, thicken up, then it's done. So now that your gravy's been thickened up, I'd say you're about done. Now we just gotta wait a while for the biscuits to be done. Once they're ready, serve gravy on top of them. Oh, you're still here. Well, make sure to like and subscribe if you think cast iron is the superior cookware.